Water set bonsai, a unique way of playing bonsai by the Vietnamese. Meeting a family home in the form of an ancient tree. In the quiet space of still water and aged moss, a water-set village fig bonsai, shaped in the quintuple form, appears, gentle, calm, and deeply contemplative. The work is named Fute Dunu, husband and wife, raising a child. It comes from Song Trang Garden in Kinh Thuy District, Hải Phòng, Vietnam. There is no display of grandeur, no sense of drama, yet at first glance, one feeling becomes immediately clear. This is the image of a family home. Here stand the father and the mother, rooted in the same foundation, supporting one another, shielding, nurturing, and opening a path for their child to step into life. Raising a child is a long journey. Fute Dunu does not tell a story of greatness. It tells a story of endurance. Raising a child is not a single moment. It is a long journey of unity and commitment. Two trunks, two pillars. The canopies, embracing arms. The empty spaces, room for the child to grow freely. This reflects a deeply Vietnamese philosophy. Parents do not live life on behalf of their children. They build the ground so the child can rise and walk forward on their own. From a village fig tree to a miniature world. Few people know that this bonsai once belonged to a family practicing traditional Oriental medicine and stayed with them for several decades. In its earliest days, it was simply two multi-trunk village fig trees planted together on an old block of slag stone, shaped slowly by time and weather. Green moss spread across the surface. Traces of years settled into every root, every crack of stone. Placed within a basin of still water, the composition strongly evokes a miniature forest rising among the limestone islets of Lan Ha Bay. This is no coincidence. Vietnamese people have long viewed nature as a harmonious whole. And bonsai, in this case, becomes a condensed world of memory, landscape, and homeland. The restraint of one who truly understands trees. Since 2012, the bonsai has been cared for by Mr. Thuy, owner of Song Trang Garden, beginning a new chapter in its life. There was no attempt to remake it, no desire to impose ego, only quiet care, gentle correction, patient nurturing, year after year. The foliage layers are trimmed thin and light, arranged naturally, like the tiled roofs of old Vietnamese houses, layer upon layer, rising calmly toward the top. Each canopy is not shaped merely for beauty, but to shelter, protect, and regulate the breathing of the entire composition. Here, technique serves emotion, and beauty is born from restraint. Water set bonsai, a Vietnamese way of playing. Water set bonsai is not a modern trend. It is a long-standing Vietnamese practice, connected to village ponds, old wells, rockeries, and a way of life that follows nature rather than conquers it. Water is not only for viewing. Water is a living element. It reflects time, it balances the tree, and it calms the mind of the person who tends it. In Fute Dunu, water becomes the quiet foundation, allowing the family story to be told more slowly, more deeply, and with lasting strength. A bonsai story is also a life story. A beautiful bonsai is not defined only by rare form or technical skill. It is beautiful because when we pause long enough, we see ourselves within it. There is family, there is memory, there is silent sacrifice, and there is a deeply Vietnamese philosophy. If children are to go far, their parents must first stand firmly in place. This has been today's bonsai story, and it is also the story of countless Vietnamese homes and families.